Hello everybody, this is Tip Top Gaming here today with another MTG Arena video. In today's video, I am breaking down the Festival Fires of Purphoros event. So, this has been a recurring series on my channel where I break down the event, I tell you what the entry fee is, the rewards, I break down what type of decks I think are going to be popular, and anything you might not have known. So, why don't we do this? So, I'm just going to read through its description and then break down more. Honor the gods of the Forge in this week's Festival of the Gods event by fashioning an Artisan-style standard deck consisting of only commons and uncommon cards. Make Purphoros proud by raining fire and fury upon unbelievers. And then it says Purphoros areas of wrath include the Forge, the restless earth, fire, artisans, obsession, and the cycle of creation and destruction. With his mighty hammer, he can melt the earth with a strike and create life from the sparks themselves. So, every week for the next 5 weeks, there's going to be a festival themed around each god, and within it you will get a style. So for the final win, you'll get a style for the god, then you'll get his demigod, and in some of them, I guess maybe only this one, you'll get the Colossus or like another god. Yeah, so I really like the rewards. I will be doing these events, I think, because I really enjoy the showcase rewards. They're much better than the styles, the parallax ones, so that's really fun. Now, so this week is Artisan, and Artisan is considered to be one of the better formats within MTG Arena because it cuts out all the really overpowered rares and mythics, because at Uncommon and Common you have to worry about draft and sealed, and so generally there's just fun cards but not overpowered cards there. Now, there are some overpowered cards, or at least some overpowered decks that aren't super rare heavy, and those include Persistent Petitioners, obviously, Cauldron Familiar, which is the infinite sap combo deck, Cavalcade of Calamity, which shuts down mono red a bunch, and then Gates Ablaze, which shuts down Gates, which again would be very powerful. Now, what do I think is going to be very popular? I think it's possible that a white life gain deck could be popular. I mean, the Heliod, which is the main backbone of that deck, can't be played in this event, which is kind of funny that a festival at the gods can't use the gods, but whatever. I think a mono-white deck, or even a mono-black deck with Gary, or the Grey Merchant of Asphodel, could be very powerful. The thing is, Artisan gives people a chance to really build whatever they want, because people generally have a lot more commons and uncommons than rares and mythics, and they don't feel as bad about spending a wild card here or there. So this starts tomorrow, or 18 hours from the 21st, so 22nd, and will last a couple days. It has a 2,500 gold entry fee, which, again, you are paying this for access to a format and 3-card style. So if you don't like styles, don't join the event. But considering the price of styles, normally this is actually a pretty cheap deal. Now, if you're looking to beat decks, now, creature-heavy decks can do a lot better in Artisan because there's not as many board wipes, or, like, control isn't as powerful because they lose some of their big things that they win with. They win with Dream Trawler, which is banned. They win with board wipes, which is banned. They win with a lot of Planeswalkers, which most Planeswalkers are banned. So this really cuts down on what you can do. And so if we were to go over to decks, and we were to make a new deck, and like say it was Artisan, which you can set up an Artisan deck by going to the deck builder and finding Artisan here. And so that will limit it to what you can actually play, and you'll notice, like, you lose a lot of the really good cards. You don't have your Heliods or any of that, but you do have some of your cards like a Johnny's Pridemate, which can still be very good. And I'm just going to kind of keep scrolling now. These are only cards I have, so if I don't have a card, that means that you won't be able to see it here, but you could still put together really anything you have now, as long as it doesn't revolve around a deck. Like Fires of Invention cannot exist in this format because it's built around Fires of Invention, which is a rare card. But if it's like Simic Food, you might be able to get away with it, although that kind of focuses on Hydroid Krasis. So generally you go for the more fun strategies. Maybe you go for an infinite combo, maybe you go for some discard, some life gain, so like a black-white life gain deck you might run because Devotion isn't as important. But really, those big bombs just aren't here, or at least they're shifted to be things more like Gary or Grey Merchant of Asphodel. So, yeah. Red Rush is also probably going to do pretty well, because right now, there's a Red Rush version deck going on that doesn't run Cavalcade of Calamity, which is kind of crazy. And so that deck could probably really easily be imported, although it doesn't run things like Embercleave and Torbrand, which are banned. So all the cards that you're like, oh god, they just played that, they're out of here, and that's really fun. So it really just gives you some time to build whatever you want to build. And yeah, so I would build probably a mono red deck, or honestly, a monocolored deck. Those generally don't do as well because they need all the answers, or they don't have all the answers, but you might be able to succeed in this format. So I'll probably be building a monocolored deck for this. Alrighty guys, that's going to do it for this video. I know it's been a short one, but honestly, Artisan's pretty simple. We've had the event before. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.